Welcome everyone to Sacred Sciences. I am Desiree, your host. Join me on a journey to the flow, to self-discovery through Sacred Sciences' ancient tools. My mission is to take you on an epic journey of self-discovery, a journey filled with joy, freedom, balance, grace, and yes, evolution. Evolution, as we all know, is not an easy journey. It's not to be taken lightly, and it is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It is truly an epic journey of enabling the relevant, gut-wrenching truths in each individual to be revealed through higher connectivity, dropping the veils of illusion and limitations that hold us back from realizing our full potential. Our mission is to self-realize. Actually, that is the only thing that is happening right now. But the self-realization can be done through ancient tools, which are our blueprints to self-discovery. To take on a journey we originally agreed to before incarnating in assisting the universal flow to become realized, to facilitate the acknowledgement that we are all one and the same, and in so accepting, need to fulfill our blueprint in these epic times. So to heal ourselves first is our journey, then our families, then our friends, and ultimately to be the change the universe now requires. Goodness knows we are needing this so desperately right now. The awakening has begun. The kinds of breakthrough we are a part of right now are the kinds that are preceding a great evolutionary change, when the old constructs unwind and break down. This is what we agreed to be part of right now. Only this time round, the evolution will not happen on the battlefields, but within each and every one of us. To believe that the overriding force, no matter what it is called, is a loving intelligence operating in and through all life, never separate from anyone or anything. Through dedicated spiritual practice, we come to know that this oneness, this indwelling presence, is what we seek. Ancient tools are really tools that turn the wheel of growth, healing, and awareness. We must come to realize that applying some form of practice is to overcome the illusions of limitations, of control, and of deception. Many are still trying to get somewhere, attain something, but essentially the spiritual path is not a game of achievement. Ultimately, it takes the right mindset, a humble one. It's developing tools to grow your interest in fully getting to know who you are, and then living each moment present and accounted for. The magical truth is that you are always in the moment and truly have no predetermined destination. You just don't realize it as yet. Coming into the knowing of this simple truth is a truly freeing experience, making room for the flow of intelligent energy to be your ultimate guide. When we can unite as one mind, one consciousness, realizing we are all part of the divine energy, we will then truly transcend the painful, efforting, confused, and limited life we have come to lead to this point. We will come to realize we have neglected, maybe even sometimes hidden skills and talents that equally unify energy, and by doing this, we will begin to start the true journey of healing. So what are these ancient tools I speak of? And how may we access them? In essence, there are limitless amounts of tools at our disposal. We have just either forgotten them or been too busy, hooked into the 3D construct, to learn to access them. And yes, many have purposely hidden these treasures away from us from time immemorial. The changes we are now experiencing, and that is worldwide, is one that is indicative of the lengths we have to go to become awakened. To take this opportunity right now as an absolute gift of awakening. Here is a list of some of the ancient forgotten tools, but in this short discourse, we will only be able to cover one or two of them due to time constraints. This list is obviously not a complete list, but gives you an idea of what we are alluding to when we talk about universal laws, like the law of energy, the law of unconditional love, the gift of word spoken and thought, the ancient tool of sound, whether it is music or by the ancient name Hu, vibrations, imagination, stillness and silence, connectivity, symbols like sacred geometric, 4 elements, chi, golden flow of energy, the written word, the ancient art forms like Qigong. From this list, let's look at a few examples, and let's start with the law of stillness. The law of stillness is getting in touch with yourself in a sincere, respectful way, going deeper internally and not being distracted by outside influences. It's going back to the source, within which the feeling becomes almost wave-like, waves of energy connecting to your higher intellectual flow, knowing what you truly require, which feels like this wave of lightness, of ease, of surrender, and absolute timelessness. Let's look at life cycles. This is looking deeper within yourself. That's actually where the answers truly lie, not from outside of you. And feel your own relationship with the cycles of life and death that make up the earthly reality we are currently experiencing. When you're able to accept these cycles in a balanced, silent, knowing way, that the light will always follow the darkness, and that love and compassion are the essential forces of the multi-universe, you will begin to heal. There will always be cycles of resurrection, renewal, and rebirth that follow any cycle of death and ending. Having faith in this incoming cycle of renewal and rebirth will allow you to move through the days of challenges with equanimity and grace, and not allow you to fall into unstable mental or emotional patterns as these powerful waves of transmutation wash over you. Isn't it important to remember we cannot have a life we want without letting go of the life we actually wish to change? Rebuilding every aspect of our life as the 2020 structure of untruths are torn apart, so we can be able to rebuild and take this huge step of transmutation. It does take a step of courage. It takes that inner strength to allow the burning away of the alchemic past, to free yourself of it, to free yourself of the bonds of limitation and enslavement, and loosen up the awakening to become this new powerful being with limitless possibilities. Let's look at the ultimate ancient tool of surrender. When you rise up as the divine warrior and aligned by surrendering with the new possibilities, you honor your true self. You stop trying to control your experiences and you align with your true free self. The only true way of surrendering is to continuously surrender, and in so doing, you honor each and every moment. But the surrender is the internal surrender. No matter where you are at any given moment in your destiny, there is always a doorway leading you back home. By embracing the situation exactly as it is and surrendering into it, you break through the layers of distortion. You turn into the truth. You become one with it, honoring it, and then allowing it to melt back into your being. This is the way through. As a matter of fact, this is the only way, and that is through it. In the old construct, we needed to control, be a part of the drama, control everything, or force the need of a specific outcome. But through transcending each situation, through this surrendering, you honor it, you release it, and you release yourself back into the natural flow. We all know we are currently in a dark night of the soul. Worldwide, 2020 is a calling for an internal revolution to see all with absolute clarity and truth. So next time, and there will be many iterations of this illusion, before we break through, we need to face the challenge. We need to take on life's tests. No longer are we privileged to be able to hide away from the challenges that we are presented with. We need to stop, get still internally. We need to recognize there is a power and a reason for light and dark in this beautiful universe. We need to become one with the situation, surrendering into it, honoring it as part of us as beings. We need to allow it to enable the breakthrough without wishing it away. In using this method of surrender, we're breaking through the constructs of the 3D challenge. And to complete the healing, we need to continue using these ancient tools that are at our disposal to reach the highest form of balance within our beings. When you start investigating what the ancient tools actually are, you will be surprised to find that most of the solutions are actually simple. And this is what we have been called to do. We've been called to simplify our thinking, simplify our actions, simplify our external ways of operating and believing. We need to simplify how we live our lives, our lifestyles. We need to start honoring sentient beings. We need to start honoring Mother Gaia. We need to understand that in this simplification that we have been asked for, the healing in totality will take place. But what is required of us is that initial inertia to be able to break through each and every experience, moment by moment, in each of every day. We were meant to live simple lives. We were meant to use the gifts from the divine. We were meant to remember these ancient past tools, and we were meant to live a life that was aligned with the flow. Nobody has ever told us that this journey would be this difficult, this arduous, and take this amount of courage from us. But this is what is actually required from us right now. To be the ancient warrior, stepping moment by moment, in each moment, looking for the experiences to be able to overcome and align so that the flow, the natural flow of the universe is the end result. Let us begin to create this new world of healing, of balance, of upliftment, of respect, of honor, and of grace. Let us begin to lead this new life of oneness in unity with each other's. It's going to take courage, and it's going to take you honoring your ancient heritage to be able to accomplish this. So join me in the flow, this ancient heritage, these wonderful ancient tools that take you into the flow of beingness. Be blessed. Be the change. Namaste. If you are interested in finding out more about the ancient tools and what they are, join me at Sacred Sciences listed below. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.